Hello everyone and welcome to Output Racing League 2020, and we are here from the Michigan Speedway, but things are a little bit different this week. Of course, in our iRacing world, this is week 13, so we've got new damage model, we've got changes to the tyre model, we've got new things being added, we've got things being taken away, and these cars are no different. We've got a new damage model on these cars. We have a new format for the caution flags, which might throw a little bit of a spanner into the works, but we'll have to wait and see how that works out. And also, there's been changes to the track parameters as far as how they take rubber. There's changes to the rubber. So it's just all one big fun bag of chips. Currently on screen, we have the 81 of Corey Williamson in 15th. Travis Massier in the 13th right behind him. Currently the top time for practice. We'll have to wait and see how that will unfold later on in the session. And just in front of them is the 19 of Mr. Matt Horton. Currently P4 overall in practice. And Williamson actually looking fairly strong here. Not putting out amazing times, but you know, he's not exactly off the pace. Let's just get a little bit of a tighter view here and just to hear how these cars sound this season. Oh, by the sounds of it, you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same as far as the sound quality goes. These things still sound pretty fucking beefy. And that is my one for the broadcast. Getting it out of the way early. Now, obviously, this is not a true live broadcast. It is a delayed telecast. And things are a little bit broken. I've just realized that my positional ticker is not on the screen. So, gonna have to change that. That's, you know, if it decides that it wants to work, that is. Hey, we got it. Who says we can't edit things on the fly? Ah, getting this done really wickedly. As we get back to this action on the track, apparently we're still sitting on Corey Williamson here. So let's go see if we can see who else is on track at the moment. There's Logan Lansford in the 42 car. He's got Matt Burgess in front of him and Daryl McKee just in behind. Currently Logan P8 in the standings. Travis Massier is still sitting on top though. Gonna be hard to knock down from up there. And Travis has been one of them secretly pacey guys. You know that he's fast because he's always there or thereabouts, but he just can't quite stay up there consistently. But who knows, today might be his day. You see now Daryl McKee on the screen. behind Logan. Oh, and just behind them, I think that was Corey Williamson. Getting very loose coming off the corner. And just to save it though. As now Logan goes down and practice the pit entry. Very smart move on Logan's part there, practicing pit entry. Not many people will do that. Oh, and we've got some drama here. Brandon Bennett and the 12 of Matt Burgess. Oh, right at pit entry there is the new damage model in effect, and the droids come out and fixed it. But the nose of the Corey Williamson car there started to talk a little bit. What I'm thinking is, with all these people coming into the pits, I'm thinking we might be about to get a little bit of a pit party here. Oh, as Matt Horton also takes a trip into the end of the pit lane. There's Don Parks. Yep, everyone's parking it at the end of the pits. So we're about to get a pit party. There's the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez. Oh, Mark Pentecoff late to the party. Alright, so we will follow on with the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez here. We're going to have 27 people signed up for this with a strength of field of a 2610. Not too bad at all. We are missing a couple of the big names from this one though. I don't see a Justin Botello in here. Let's see, Kraus. Yeah, we are missing a few people though. But anyway, that is, well, no problem on our end. We'll just keep pushing on and doing what we do. As Hernandez leads us down to the start-finish line to start the pit party. We're off and racing. We're going to set the camera to focus on crashes so that way we can catch all the action. Oh, we've already got one around. That's Chambliss. There's the 60 of Kraus involved. The 5 of Mark Pentecoff, with both his front wheels absolutely disconnected from the mobile. Andrew Perk. Excuse me. Oh, damn it. Andrew Perkins also caught up in all that. 3 wide going into turn 3. There's Brian Pizzicemi on the outside, 13 of Travis Massia, and a 90 of Michael Sturgill, who gets a little bit loose the center of the corner. Here comes Matt Burgess. Don't know why I'm sneezing so much right now. Chris Champeau joining in the party on this as well. And so is the 24 of Frank Isaacson. Chris Champeau taking the advantage over this little group at the moment. All is looking fairly calm for the moment, although Chris Champeau and Don Parks getting really close together there. Don just about dooring Chris Champeau in the middle of the corner. Pinched him down quite heavily. And here comes Matt Burgess. Up on the inside of Chris Champeau. Chris falling all the way back behind Travis Massia now. 12 of Matt Burgess taking it to the apron. Oh, and I think the two of Chris Champeau just caught the wall on the exit of turn 2 there. As we're now looking at the 13 of Travis Massia. Oh, a little bit of contact there. The 28 car of Zach Floyd getting a little bit of a touch up from Travis. Now going 3 wide. Sturgill, Massia and Champeau. Champeau backs out of it. Matt Burgess looking to try and take advantage. Zach Floyd trying to play the blocking game. Not intentionally, but now. Oh, we got contact. And around goes the 13 car of Travis Massia. Off the nose of the 12 of Matt Burgess. Looks like he's pulled it up before he's actually hit anything. No damage on the car to speak of. He gets himself back going again. Got more 3 wide there. As that was Chambliss on fresh tyres. Oh, more contact. There goes the 28 of Zach Floyd. And he is experiencing the new damage model there. Oh, there goes his bumper. And he pulls the ripcord and gets back into the pits. 78 of Brian Pizzicami with the 2 of Chris Champeau now. And this is a little bit of a cluster. We're going 3 wide. Oh, and Don Parks has gone around. Not sure who was on the giving end of that. But Don Parks experiencing a new damage model as well. He's got a cape flying out behind him. We have about 12 minutes left in this practice session. There is the one of Brandon Bennett stalking the 94 of Daryl McKee. Brandon Bennett not showing too much pace at the moment, down in the 21st position. Daryl McKee, similarly, only slotting himself into P10 at the moment. Very surprising to see. Travis Massey is still sitting on top of the timetables at the moment. Jonathan Hernandez in P2, just 0.075 of a second off the pace set by Travis. He's on them fresh tyres, going underneath Brandon Bennett now. Catching up to the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez. There's Jonathan Hernandez flying down the pit lane. Oh, he just caught Michael Sturgill on the way out. Oh no. Oh, poor Sturgill. I should also take this time to introduce a league rookie that we have joining us today. 12 car on the track, the 31 car in your standings. Gary Waterworth making his debut here. He is pretty pacey when push comes to shove, but we'll have to wait and see how his race will unfold for him here. He's never raced with a lot of these guys before, so it'll be a good test for him to see how he does. It's like everyone here probably has very little experience racing with Gary. Gary is another Twitch streamer. His name on Twitch is Helen Keller. I don't remember if there's too much more that goes with it or not. We're going to go back to focusing on crashes. 9 minutes left in practice now. Some of these guys will be wanting to come out to practice a long run. Some of them will just be wanting to do some qualifying runs. There we go. Thank you very much. It's ZZC Helen _ Keller. So make sure you guys go and check him out. As we now have 8 minutes left in practice. Oh, and there is some road rage going on here between the 88 and the 13. Let's just back this up a little bit and have a look at the shenanigans that have ensued here. Obviously got the 88 in the pits. And he just decides to drive a little bit backwards. Is he single pegging it? Sounds like he's only got one wheel spinning. Oh, he's got a cone. He gave birth to the cone now. What happens after that? Did the roof laps on the car. Oh. Travis Massey was just like, nah, I'm going to hit you. And the 88 of Hernandez has no front tyres to do any steering with because they're both broken. But he's still going to continue to drive backwards. Good on him. Darryl McKee faked like he was going to come down and give him a whack as well. Wait. Was Hernandez just flying a kite? What the? Oh, good old week 13. Good old week 13. You see the 31 of Gary Waterworth. Having a little bit of trouble coming off turn 2 there. Chris Champo underneath Brian Chambliss. The only Brian that spells his name correctly. Chris Champo currently third in the standings with a 36.534. Not a bad time at all. Oh, and the 42 of Logan Lansford and the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez have had it coming together. There's the 81 of Corey Williamson getting very loose coming off of turn 2 as well. Oh, I think that was the 21 of Chambliss also having a bit of an issue. There is the 3 of Brian Harris, looking for a good result. Hasn't been having too much luck going his way lately. Now we have 4.5 minutes left in practice. Brian Harris not doing too bad for himself, sitting in 11th with a 38.719. About 2.25 tenths off the lead. So he'll be wanting to improve on that. Not sure if he will or not. Especially not with how little time there is left in this race. Oh, sorry, left in this practice. There's the 19 of Matt Horton trying to work his way on the inside of Frank Isaacson in the 24 car. He gets it done. The 31 of Gary Waterworth. Inside of Corey Williamson now, going into turns 3 and 4. And we're not going to see the end result. Here's the 44 of Clayton Ward on the inside of Darryl McKee. Clayton right down in the order as far as practice is concerned in 23rd. He won't be happy with that at all. Especially now with only 2 minutes left in practice. Alright guys, now that we've only got a minute left, we are going to go for a fairly lengthy commercial break here. When we come back, we'll let you know how the grid was set after qualifying, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. And unfortunately, I don't have qualifying results handy. We're going to have the two of Chris Champeau starting off the pole here. Apparently, all the results in the standings are all actually geared towards the end of the race. So, spoiler alerts. Looks like we've got Chris there. We can see the 42 of Logan Lansford. He's going to be starting out of third. 26 of Tyler Gary out of fourth. The 94 of Daryl McKee will be starting out of fifth. The 60 of Kyle Kraus out of P6. 13 of Travis Massia out of seventh. The 28 of Zach Floyd will be out of ninth. The 21 of Brian Chambliss will be out of 10th. The 73 of Andrew Perkins will be out of 11th. The 102 of Don Parks will be out of 12th. The 44 of Clayton Ward will be out of 13th. The 90 of Michael Sturgill will be out of 14th. 24 Frank Isaacson will be out of 15th. The 12 on the track, the 31 in the standings of Gary Waterworth will be out of P16. The 3 of Brian Harris will be out of 17th. The 5 of Mark Pintycup out of 18th. The 78 of Brian Pizzicami out of 19th. The 6 of Evan Rice will be out of 20th. The 86 of Gerald West making another welcome return out of 18th. The 27 of Jonathan Bell will be out of 19th. Ashton Schleiss in the 68 being out of 20th. Darren Sanchez in the 4 out of 21st. And from here, I'm not going to be able to tell you because everyone's moving, so everything's just a little bit all over the place. Looks like the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez starting out of P2 there. I have no idea why it's showing us the end results already. It's a little bit weird. Last time I did this, it went through as it should normally. Hopefully it'll change when we get the green flag. The pace car is in. And we're off and racing. And it has changed now. Chris Champeau holding on to a very slim lead over Jonathan Hernandez at the moment. But Jonathan with the momentum on the outside line taking the advantage. Also getting a big push there from Tyler Gary. Jonathan Hernandez swoops around the outside to take the lead. Chris Champeau sitting in P2. Tyler Gary falling back to third here. And here comes the 42 of Logan Lansford trying to make a move on the low side of the 94 of Daryl McKee. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get the move made just yet. As now Chris Champeau looking to the inside of Jonathan Hernandez to take the lead away. And he gets there in turn 3. Here comes Tyler Gary trying to follow suit to move himself up into P2. And it is going to work out in his favour. Chris Champeau leads lap number 2. Here comes Tyler now. He wants a piece of this leading action while everyone is swapping and changing still at the front. And he's going to get a little bit of a push here from the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez. Chris Champeau will be a bit of a sitting duck there on the outside, and here comes Tyler through to take the lead away. He is cleared. Chris Champeau trying to use a little bit of that momentum on the outside to get back at him. Not going to work out though. Tyler Gary leading this race on lap number 3. And just like that, all 3 of these guys got bonus points for leading the lap. There is the 94 of Daryl McKee just sitting back there in 4th, waiting, stalking. And here comes Chris Champeau with another big move on the inside. He says, yeah, you guys might need the bump draft, but I don't. I'm taking the lead away. Jonathan Hernandez almost looking like he was going to take that 3 wide going into turn 1. Thought better of it, just backed in behind the 2 of Chris Champeau there. Tyler Gary trying to use the momentum on the outside line to move himself up. And he's actually going to do it coming off of turn 2 this time. Can't tell you how many lead changes we've had, but we've had 3 different leaders. And they're all still in the top 3. Here comes Daryl McKee now. Making it just about. No, not this time. He's going to fall back in behind Chris. And here comes Jonathan Hernandez. Trying to swoop to the inside of Tyler Gary to try and take the lead away. He forces Gary to take a slightly higher line than normal. And it makes the move work. Nice little group of 5 cars that we got sitting here. In fact, those 5 cars are actually 7. And here comes Tyler Gary again. To the inside of Jonathan Hernandez. He pulls the same trick that Jonathan did before. In fact, no, he doesn't. He takes the normal racing line, which is all the way down to the bottom of the track. Not going to force Jonathan to take the higher line. And that might actually cost Tyler here. Now he's fallen into the clutches of the 2 of Chris Champeau. Ooh, just about a little bit of contact there between our 2nd and 3rd place drivers. And here comes Daryl McKee. Now they're 4 wide, 3 wide just behind these guys. The 42 of Logan Lansford pulled his nose out of that. That was Zach Floyd, Logan Lansford, and Brian Chambliss going 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Looks like they have sorted themselves out here now. But here comes Zach Floyd now to the inside of Daryl McKee. And we've got another move on for the lead. The 26 of Tyler Gary trying to take the lead away from Jonathan Hernandez. See what he does coming across the line. No, Jonathan holds on to it at the moment. Looks like Daryl McKee likewise holding on to the 4th position, but Zach Floyd trying to make the outside line work. Here comes Chris Champeau trying to do the exact same thing on Tyler Gary now. Not going to work out for Chris. And it's not going to work out for Zach. As we see the 5 of Mark Pentecoff going very slowly there on the apron. He's 3 laps down, not sure what's happened to him. Oh, Zach Floyd was giving Daryl McKee a big push there along the back straight, just about into the back of Tyler Gary's car. As Tyler was just moving in to take the position behind Chris Champeau. Now things are starting to get a little bit strung out here. And we are under caution for the first time. See if we can see what's happened here. Hit a 24, Frank Isaacson with some damage. Let's see. Looks like Frank's come off the wall a little bit there. See if we can get a little bit of a tighter shot. Clayton Ward just in front. Oh, just a little bit of contact there with Ashton Schleiss. Frank goes around. And that is not good for the autism awareness number 24 car. Back up with our leaders now. Jonathan Hernandez leading the way over Chris Champeau and Tyler Gary, with Darryl McKee sitting in fourth. And we are only 11 laps into this run. Let's see if these guys will come in for a pit stop. The tire wear is pretty high around Michigan, so it'll be interesting to see what strategy they go for here. And it looks like everyone is pitting. Except for Jonathan Bell, who stays out to get the lead lap bonus point. Oh, and it looked like the 88 car goes a little bit too deep into his box there. Guys, while the pit stop cycle's going on, we're going to go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we should be just about getting back on the green. Alright, we are back. The 90 of Michael Sturgill is going to take over the lead here coming out of the pits. Only took two with a 9.2 second stop. Going to have Chris Champeau out of P2, Jonathan Hernandez 3, Darryl McKee out of 4, Tyler Gary out of 5, Evan Rice 6, Kyle Krause out of 7th, Travis Massia 8th, Zach Floyd in 9th. And things are actually just a little bit all over the place as far as the timing goes here. There's a couple people coming into the pits that time by, but lights are out. We're going green this time. I can't give you a full updated standings here. Pace car is in. And we're off and racing with Michael Sturgill, thundering away from the pack, already with quite the gap. Chris Champeau was asleep a little bit on the restart there, falling all the way back to third position now. Tyler Gary gives the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez a huge push along the front straight to take over second and third for both of those drivers. Hernandez now trying to get into that outside lane, because on the restarts the outside lane is pretty damn good. Now the 88 of Hernandez pinching down on the 26 of Tyler Gary. It's not going to work out for him this time. Gary takes over second. Jonathan Hernandez down to third. Evan Rice in the sixth, embroiled in a battle here with Chris Champeau as well. Everyone's trying to play the drafting game, except for Evan Rice, who couldn't because he had Chris Champeau on his outside. The 90 of Michael Sturgill still holding on to the lead at the moment. But not for long, because here comes the 26 of Tyler Gary on his outside. And he's got him cleared. Tyler Gary now into the lead. The 88 of Jonathan Hernandez takes over the second position. Chris Champeau sitting there in fourth. Go for a big dive to the inside. Just about turned himself on the nose of the 6 of Evan Rice. And they're 3 wide for fourth place. Third place even. As Daryl McKee out of nowhere just splits the middle and says, I'll take that. But it doesn't quite work out completely for him, only taking the one position, slipping back to fourth. And now they're 3 wide behind for the 6th position. These are dangerous times. Fresh tyres, everyone's a little bit loose, the tyres are still cool. Although some of them will be getting up to temperature here now. As it looks like all the battling of the front is starting to cool down. Going to look at the league rookie now, the 31 of Gary Waterworth. Oh, no, and not, because there is some action going on behind. I think that was the 13 of Travis Massia. There is the 21 of Brian Chambliss involved in that as well. Before Jaron Sanchez got caught up in it. And the caution is out on the track. Let's go back and have a look at how that unfolded. So the 13 of Massia just come up. There's a little bit of netcode in there, but they were going to make contact regardless. Squeezed the 4 of Sanchez into the wall. And just down the track he goes, out of control. Chambliss nowhere to go. 78 of Brian Pizzacami almost put himself into it. And just wham! Straight into that inside wall goes Massia. Here comes Chambliss. He's got nowhere to go. He's got the brakes locked up, trying to stop. Nowhere to go. Straight into the wall. That is going to be a big oof for both of these guys and their race. They do continue going though. Now we're only about 7 laps out from when we experienced that last caution. Let's see what these drivers do here. Will they come in and get fresh tyres, or will they stay out and risk it? As the drivers catch up to the safety car now. Let's see what they do. And everyone's pitting. Alright guys, while the pit stops are going, we're going to go to another quick commercial break. When we come back, we should be just about going green again, so make sure you stay tuned. And we are back, and it looks like Evan Rice this time, with the 2 tyre stop, going to take over the lead of this race. Tyler Gary's going to be in P2, the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez third, the 2 of Chris Champeau out of 4. Darryl McKee in a 94 car going to be out of 5th, Zach Floyd in a 28 out of P6, Michael Sturgill in P7, Gary Waterworth 8th. Brian Pizzakemi is going to be out of 9th in this one, with 10th being Clayton Ward. So it should be an interesting restart here. We still got a lot of laps left in this race for the Gladiator 160 here from the Michigan Speedway. As the cars now get all formed up and ready to take on the restart. Let's see what Evan can do up here with just the 2 tyres. The pace car is in. We are back underway again. I have no idea why half of the standings banner there has gone dark. That's a little bit weird. But nevertheless, we'll continue on. And on the inside, Jonathan Hernandez just storming his way past the 6 of Evan Rice. Evan stuck in the middle of a 3-wide situation with Darryl McKee and Tyler Gary surrounding him. This could get very ugly very quickly. But so far, these boys are making it work. This track is definitely wide enough where they could run 3 wide. And they have made it work. Tyler Gary backed out of it. But he's coming back into it on the main straight. The 6 of Evan Rice still holding on to the 2nd position. And Sturgill says, I want a piece of this as well. Now he's the one in the middle of the 3 wide with Darryl McKee on the inside. And the 2 of Chris Champeau on the outside. Evan Rice slotting himself into 3rd with the Big Brain 200 IQ 2 tyre stop. Here comes the 28 of Zach Floyd now. trying to work his way along the outside of the two of Chris Champeau. Sturgill is up there as well in P6. There's Ward on his outside as well. League rookie Waterworth is in there as well, and the 86 Gerald West finally making his way towards the front. See everyone towards the back of the pack, driving just a little bit desperately. So we're going to keep an eye on the 90 of Sturgill here. Although in saying that, he's just finished his little bit of a battle. There's Waterworth in the 12 car on the outside. 31 in the standings, 12 on track. Oh, and there's contact between Schleiss and the 94 of McKee. Looks like they've both come away with that. No new damage model demons to get involved, but back up the front we have a battle for the lead. Tyler Gary trying to work his way around the outside. The 6 of Evan Rice on the 2 tyres, still sticking his nose up there as well. 28 of Zach Floyd just giving him a little bit of push. Tyler Gary takes the lead away. Everyone driving very hard through turns 3 and 4. Jonathan Hernandez just about drifting through it. It looks like the Tyler Gary having a little bit of issue with his internet there, as the 2 of Chris Champeau just about got into his left rear quarter panel going on to entry of turn 1. There's the 19 of Matt Horton just coming out of the pits. Everyone at the front here is tightly packed. Two of Chris Champeau trying to work his way on the inside to take back the 2nd position. And he's going to do it with the assistance from Evan Rice in the 6. Zach Floyd not wanting to let bygones be bygones, trying to push Tyler Gary back towards the front. That's not going to work out for him this time. Tyler Gary now swapping tactics, going from the outside to the inside, trying to do the swap over. And this time going into turn 3, it is going to work out for him. He's pulled his nose ahead of Chris Champeau. Zach Floyd now going to give the big push to Chris. Chris will maintain 3rd, but Evan Rice with those 2 tyres is coming on the inside as well. You can also see Mr. Waterworth, our league rookie, fighting his way into this battle. He's pulled his nose up behind the 6 of Evan Rice. The 26 of Tyler Gary conceding the 3rd place. Slots back up into position. And here comes Rice and Waterworth on the inside of Zach Floyd and Michael Sturgill. Both lanes seem to be a little bit evened out here. It's very close quarters there coming through turns 1 and 2. Looks like the outside line just has a very slight advantage at the moment. Michael Sturgill now, the man on the point of this battle. Zach Floyd in the 28, looking very aggressive there on the bumper of the 26 car. I just lost the train of thought because of something someone said in chat. Let's go into the big spoiler of this front pack, and that is the 19 car of Matt Horton. He's a lap down, he's just come out of the pits, he's on fresh tyres, and he just about got squeezed into the wall by Michael Sturgill. They're 3 wide behind as well. Gerald West on the outside, there's Waterworth on the inside, well in the middle, sorry, and in the inside is Clayton Ward. We also have a battle for the lead. This 3 wide is much more interesting to look at, as Matt Horton now getting his way through on those fresh tyres. Still 3 wide there along the back straight. And Waterworth, what an inside run he's got going on here. Tyler Gary is falling like a stone right now. As now the 86 of Gerald West says, well, if you guys are going to make it 3 wide, I'm going to join it too. They were almost 4 wide for a second there with Daryl McKee on the outside. Looks like Matt Horton's starting to drop back a little bit, so let's go and focus on the 31 car of Waterworth here, as he just slots in behind the 6 of Evan Rice. Still battling it out pretty hard behind him. I think I just saw Clayton Ward blinking out just a little bit there. Oh, there's some contact. Looks like everyone's holding onto it for now. I did see some contact and someone going a little bit sideways. Oh, it's the 26 of Tyler Gary. Says, no, I'm getting out of there. Pulls it to the inside. And pulls the ripcord. And that's brought out the safety car once more. So normally that wouldn't bring out a safety car. It looks like this time it did. So that must be a part of the new updates. Alright guys, well these guys are going on to do their pit stops. We're going to go to another quick commercial break here. When we come back, we should just about be getting ready to set these guys up for the next little bit of a run here. 32 laps in the books. So make sure you stay tuned. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Welcome back to the Gladiator 160 here from the Michigan Raceway. And it looks like at the moment Andrew Perkins is going to be the man on the point. He didn't pit on the last round of stops. We'll have to see if he pits this time or not. The bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out. The 5 of Mark Pentecoff. Like he's going to be stuck behind these guys. So Andrew Perkins will be on the point with Jonathan Hernandez, Zach Floyd, Chris Champeau, Michael Sturgill, Gary Waterworth, McKee, Rice, Ward and Lansford being your top 10. Going to have Bell, Kraus, Burgess, Harris, Pizzacchemi, Williamson, Parks, Isaacson, Massia, Schleiss, and West. Brandon Bennett wrapping up your top 22. Got Chambliss and Sanchez in 24th and 23rd respectively. Matt Horton 1 lap down. Mark Pentecoff 4 laps down. So Andrew's gone and gotten his bonus point for leading the lap. Let's see how the restart will work out. Perkins on 17 lap old tyres at this point. It'll definitely be very interesting to see how the restart will go for him. Pace car's in. And we're off and racing. Perkins with a good jump, but so was Jonathan Hernandez, although Jonathan not able to hang it with Perkins on the restart there. Hernandez now working his way to the outside. I think Perkins is going... Oh! In the background, we have a melee. Holy jeebus. Several cars involved. I see the 4 of Jaron Sanchez, the 1 of Brandon Bennett, the 21 of Chambliss, 3 of Brian Harris. Let's go back and have a look at what unfolded here from the 3 car. Also, there's a little bit of contact there with Kraus. And that car is loose, coming down the track, out of control, into the side of Parks. Oh, into the outside wall, coming back down the track now. Oh, big blindside there from the 78. That's Brian Pizzacchemi, the 4 of Jaron Sanchez, nowhere to go. I think that's the 13 of Travis Massia, nowhere to go. Oh! Jaron Sanchez was hit so hard by the 19 of Matt Horton that he was in the air for a second. The 13 and the 1 having some more contact. There's the 5 of Mark Pentecoff, he's involved. A lot of big names involved in this one. And that's definitely one way to see the new damage model in full effect there. As Brian Harris leaves his front bumper behind. So, this turned out to be a little bit of a 200 IQ strategy there by Andrew Perkins. But he's going to have to pit this time, and everyone else is going to have to stay out. So while we're under caution again, guys, we're going to go back to another commercial break. When we come back, we should be just about getting ready to rack them and stack them and send them on their way again. And we are back, and as I thought it would, Andrew did have to take the pit stop there. That's going to leave us with Jonathan Hernandez in the lead with Zach Floyd out of P2. Chris Champo out of third with Michael Sturgill out of fourth. Gary Waterworth in his debut race sitting up in the 5th position right now. Great effort there by Gary. Andrew Perkins is not in P6. Darryl McKee is in P6. Evan Rice in 7th. Clayton Ward 8th. Jonathan Bell in 9th with Matthew Burgess going to be starting out of P10 here. Got a lot of damaged cars out of that one. Tyler Gary is out. Matt Horton is out. I'm pretty sure Jaron Sanchez is going to be out as well. Just going to wait for everyone to cross the line here for everything to update. There's going to be Hernandez, Floyd, Champo, Sturgill, Waterworth, McKee, Rice, Ward, Bell, Burgess out of P10. And it's Williamson, Lansford, Parks, Schleiss, Isaacson, Perkins, West, Kraus, Bennett. Which is your top 19. Massey is going to be 20th. Brian Pizzakemi in the pits. Brian Chambliss is back on track. And Mark Penticup is 4 laps down. And I just seen someone exit stage left. It was Evan Rice. What's he doing down there? And it looks like we are still not ready for a restart here. It looks like we got a delayed green. Pretty sure that one is because of damage sustained by Brian Pizzakemi. His front bumper started to drag on the front of his car. The lights are out on the safety car once more. Alright, the pace car is in. Hernandez and Floyd. Who is it going to be? Hernandez with the early jump. He's going to take the advantage. Zach Floyd's going to slow himself right into the 2nd position. There's Champo sitting up in 3rd. A great run by Champo in this race. He's on the inside of Sturgill. Waterworth up there as well with a great debut race. Evan Rice just in behind Waterworth there, trying to give him a little bit of encouragement. Waterworth now slots up just behind Sturgill, the 94 of McKee, didn't want him there. Pulls down to the inside line now. 28 is Zach Floyd trying to battle back to take the lead. Not going to work out for him this time. Now remember, that 12 car of Waterworth is only the 12 on track. He is the 31 in your standings. Chris Champeau now with a big run, making it 3 wide for the lead on the inside. Hernandez comes out with the lead. Chris Champeau comes out with the second position there. Sturgill in the 90 car trying to put his way through to the front as well. He's got Waterworth behind him. Chris Champeau out to a huge lead now. Look at that gap that he just amassed. Jonathan Hernandez still holding on to second, but now he's going to go to the low side of Champeau. And he takes the lead back. Oh, and we've got another big crash. Several cars involved. This is the second big one here at Michigan. Let's go back and have a look at how that all unfolded. Oh, and it's the car on the outside. That's Jonathan Hernandez. I think we might have gone onto that just a little bit too early. So let's have a look at what happens to Jonathan here. Got Chris Champeau coming up on the outside. Oh, Chris goes for the over-under, which puts Hernandez into the wall. So Chris just mistimed that. Then Hernandez comes back down, gets Chris. The 28 of Zach Floyd goes around. The Sturgill makes it through. McKee's caught up. Rice is caught up. I think that's the 27 of Jonathan Bell is also caught up in this. There goes Waterworth and the 44 car. There's Bell getting spun again. There's the 42 of Lansford. 12 of Matt Burgess makes it through. Frank Isaacson on the apron, sneaking through it all. Let's go back and have a look at this accident from the cockpit of the 24 car. Go gyro cam. And already see it starting to unfold. Cars on the left, cars on the right. Frank just goes straight down to the apron. He says, I'm not having a bar of any of it. There's a 94 of McKee. There's Rice. There's Champeau, Hernandez. There's Jonathan Bell. Oh, Frank just missed hitting Jonathan there. Oh, but Frank did get a little bit of contact with 60 car of Kraus coming back towards the track. So that just shakes up everything here. And that now leaves us with Michael Sturgill in the lead of this race. Alright guys, since we're under caution here again with 40 laps left to run in this race, we're going to go for another commercial break. When we come back, we should be just about getting ready to rack 'em and stack 'em to restart this race again. And we are back. Pit cycles have just finished. Michael Sturgill's going to hold on to the lead. Waterworth still sitting there in second. Logan Lansford sitting in third now with Clayton Ward in fourth. We'll get the full exact order when everyone crosses over the line this time. Alright, so it's going to be Sturgill, Waterworth, Lansford, Ward, Schleiss, Burgess, Williamson, Perkins, Kraus, and Bennett as your top 10. Looks like it's going to be West, Isaacson, Parks in there, Floyd, Bell, Rice still on the lead lap. Travis Macias still on the lead lap. McKee has gone a lap down. Hernandez is a couple laps down. Champo's a lap down. Penjicup is laps down. Chambliss is laps down. Fizikemi's laps down. Harris, Sanchez, Horton, and Gary OUT out. So here we go for the restart. Sturgill and Waterworth on the front row. Waterworth in his debut race. 12 on the track, 31 in the standings. He's restarting this from the front row. The pace car is in. And we're off and racing. Sturgill with a huge jump. Looks like Logan Lansford trying to follow him through. Let's see what Waterworth can do. Clayton Ward up there as well in the 44 car, and Ashton Schleiss. Looks like Darryl McKee's just come out of the pits and gone another lap down, so he's 2 laps down now. Logan Lansford slotting himself into that second place with authority. Sturgill trying to play the defensive game, not going to work out. Here comes Waterworth on the inside now. Ashton Schleiss trying to go with him. Not going to work out. Now they're 3 wide for second position with Lansford on the outside. Ashton Schleiss thought better of it, pulled out. Now Lansford on the outside trying to take the lead away from Sturgill. Not going to work through turn 2. Maybe on the exit down the back straight with the momentum. Waterworth slotting in on the back of the outside line now. Schleiss just trying to play the whichever line is fastest game. Lansford commandingly in the lead at the moment. 44 of Clayton Ward is all up in this cool jam as well. This is effectively a 5-car pack for the lead. Second pack is currently being led by the actual 12-car of Matt Burgess. And here comes Clayton Ward trying to take the lead away from Logan Lansford on the outside. Let's see if he can do it. And he does this time by. Clayton Ward officially leads a lap. Now the battle is for second with Ashton Schleiss on the outside, Logan Lansford on the inside. And Logan has now dropped back to third. And here comes Waterworth now trying to look for a way around Logan. And Schleiss trying to look for a way around Clayton. Which line is it going to be? The inside or the outside? Clayton Ward holds on to the lead. And here comes Waterworth now on the outside. He takes third away from Lansford. But Lansford with a huge run through turns 3 and 4 is going to take third back away from him. Both the inside and the outside look fairly strong at the same time. It's hard to tell which line is the preferred one. Outside of 1 and 2 looks like the preferred lane, but 3 and 4 it is anyone's guess. Apparently the standings are still a little bit janky there. They've got issues, big time. Ashton Schleiss trying to take the lead away from Clayton Ward on the inside. Not going to work this time out. In fact, Logan Lansford looking like he's going to try and take the second place back away from Schleiss. Schleiss running a slightly higher line there as they go past Darryl McKee again. Flapping his cape in the breeze. Logan is P2 at the end of that lap. Amazing that we've only got 4 retirements from this race, considering how big a couple of those crashes were. And now Logan Lansford trying to take the outside line to take the lead away from Clayton Ward. I think he might have it here. And yes, he does. Clayton slotting back into the third position, which means Ashton Schleiss got him as well. Here comes Ashton Schleiss now trying to take the lead away from Logan. As this is probably the longest green flag run we've had so far in this race. Schleiss now with the big inside move through 3 and 4 will take the lead away from Logan. Here comes Clayton Ward trying to battle back as well. He wants to get that second place back. Maybe try and battle back for the lead. Logan battling back on the outside of 1 and 2 though. As I said, that outside of 1 and 2 just looks so strong. And here comes Schleiss. Oh, that was almost a dead heat as they were coming across the line, but Logan Lansford did lead it. Just behind these guys, we have a battle of the 12s. There's Waterworth and Burgess battling it out for the 4th position. 60 of Kyle Kraus is in there as well. So who's going to win? Is it going to be the 31 portraying himself as a 12, or is it going to be the 12 himself? At the moment, Waterworth holding on pretty well, but here comes Matt Burgess now on the inside. And he is going to take the position away from Waterworth. We also have another battle for the lead as Ashton Schleiss trying to battle on the inside of the 42 of Logan Lansford as everyone goes around the 2 of Chris Champeau. Caught up in one of those earlier melees. Logan's still holding on to the lead now. Clayton Ward trying to battle back and take his 2nd place back. And Waterworth trying to battle back on the outside of Burgess. Not going to work out for him this time though as they start going around the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez. When do you ever see Hernandez going a lap down? Of course, that is a rhetorical question because it just doesn't happen, ever. Kraus starting to lose a little bit of ground to the 12 of Waterworth. 12 on the track, 31 in your standings. The actual 12 of Matt Burgess now trying to work his way to the inside of the 68 of Ashton Schleiss, trying to take 3rd position away. Kraus has put himself into this battle now officially. This is a 6-car pack for the lead. As Michael Sturgill leads the 2nd pack there. Here comes Waterworth on the outside of Burgess now. It's the battle of the 12s again. And we've also got a battle going on for second. This is too good of an opportunity to miss, so we're going to watch the battle of the 12s. As we have 21 laps left to run in this race. And we're 3 wide for the lead. Absolutely crazy action there. Clayton Ward decides that discretion is the better part of valor at this point in the race and backs out into third. Ashton Schleiss with a huge move on the inside of 3 and 4. Going to take the lead away, but we're still battling it out for fourth between the 212 cars. At least they are completely differently coloured, so we can tell the difference between them. Matt Burgess in the dark Halvoline coloured car. Then Waterworth, sorry, in the red and white car. But don't get them confused, Waterworth is actually the 31. He might have the 12 car, might have 12 on his car, but he's actually the 31. As the battle for the lead continues, and so does this battle for fourth, which is going to turn into these guys battling it out for the lead as well. As Logan Lansford and Ashton Schleiss come together a little bit there on the entry to 1. 44 of Clayton Ward's going to try and take over second from Logan on the outside now. Experimenting with alternate dimensions, trying to gain a little bit of speed. And it looks like also for the moment Waterworth has won the battle of the 12s, slotting himself into fourth quite comfortably. In fact, battling for third now with Logan Lansford. As we see Clayton Ward in the 44 harassing the bumper of the 68 of Ashton Schleiss. Here comes Waterworth around the outside. And he's going to take third away from Lansford. Here comes the 12 of Matt Burgess as well. And the 86 of Gerald West is up in here as well. Where did he come from? He wasn't a factor just a moment ago, but now he is here. So we could have another battle of the 12s here for third. It's brewing. Matt Burgess is on his way, trying to catch up to the bumper of Waterworth. And there's the 2 of Chris Champeau now, ducking his way back down to the inside. Unfortunate to see Chris down there. Now here comes Matt Burgess, trying to make a move to the inside of Waterworth. This will be for third. And it's not going to work out. In fact, it's going to do the complete opposite, as here comes Gerald West on the outside now. With 10 laps or 15 laps to go, going to start asking the question of whether these drivers can actually make it to the end. Because fuel is going to be an issue. We run 40% fuel and tyres, as here comes Gerald West now to the inside of Waterworth. Trying to take third away. They go 3 wide with Clayton Ward. There's a little bit of contact there between the 86 and the 44. The 86 will take third away from the 12. Clayton Ward is still P2 there. Gerald West now in third. Waterworth staying in fourth. And it looks like we've got a couple of people taking pit stops. Logan Lansford in the pits, taking a very early stop. Don Parks has also pitted. Jonathan Bell has pitted. 5 of Andrew Perkins has pitted. Mark Pentecoff pitted not long ago as well. They're definitely keeping it interesting here, as the 86 now falls back to 4th. .44 of Clayton Ward, following Ashton Slice. But here comes Waterworth now with an outside run, trying to take away P2 from Ward. Not going to be able to do it on the back straight. And here comes Logan Lansford with fresh tyres on the inside. Passing these guys like they're standing still. Almost a little bit of contact there between the 44 and the 12. Lansford now gets his lap back and is back on the lead lap. And Waterworth is now officially in P2, clearing Clayton Ward as they're coming through turns 1 and 2. We're coming up to 11 laps to go now. Waterworth all over the bumper of Ashton Schleiss. There's the 13 of Travis Massio, who must have just come out of a pit stop as well. Massio's 2 laps down. When he gets back past the leaders, he'll only be 1 lap down. Got a battle for third going on with the 86 and the 44. They're 3 wide with Travis Massio. Massio actually deciding not to battle with these guys. Clayton Ward holds on to the third as they cross the line. Waterworth still pouring all the pressure on the back of Schleiss. Kyle Kraus is trying to get back into this battle as well. And here comes the 31 of Waterworth now to the inside of Ashton Schleiss. Can't take the advantage coming off of turn 2. The outside line is just too strong. But what can he do in 3 and 4? The side draft has kept him in it. Side by side with Ashton Schleiss going around turn 4. Schleiss is going to lead that lap. Schleiss now blinking. Waterworth with just his nose ahead. Schleiss with the outside line advantage. Gerald West is going to choose the lane that he thinks is going to move. He's going for the outside lane. Waterworth now, he's a lot further up than he was last lap. He might be able to take the lead away this time. Schleiss pinching him down a little bit. Waterworth not going to have that happen. Forces the 68 to take a slightly higher line as more cars come into the pits. Schleiss still holding on to the lead though. 7 laps to go. It's all to play for here between the 31 and the 68. And what will the 86 do? Looks like Gerald West just about getting into the wall there on the exit of 2. Waterworth falling back a little bit here now. At threat of dropping all the way back to 3rd. Oh, Gerald West big time into the wall coming off of turn 4 that time. It's going to give the 12 all the advantage that he needs to get back into 2nd and clear Gerald West as well. As they come around the 28 of Zach Floyd, who must still be suffering a little bit of that damage from the earlier melee he was involved in. And here comes Waterworth now, getting the draft, taking the advantage, and he has got Ashton Slice cleared before they got into turn 4. Slice trying to battle back on the outside. Oh, and he's turned him! Waterworth, who just took the lead, just got turned coming off of turn 4. Let's go back and have a look at what transpired there. We're going to take it from the onboard of the 12 in the gyro cam. There's Slice. Let's slow it down here. Waterworth not giving him much room to deal with. And Slice looked like he might have gotten a little bit loose coming off the corner. But that is straight into him. And around we go. To be fair though, Waterworth has done an amazing job to keep it up in the wall, not come back down the track. But that has brought out another caution period here. And we are going to go into overtime. Guys, sit back, relax, and hang on. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, it should be just about a green-white checker here. So make sure you stay tuned. Alrighty, we are back. And Logan Lansford, who pitted early under that green flag period and got his lap back, is currently in the lead. He has not pitted on this stop yet. And don't worry, he won't show up as your leader at the moment. But he is indeed in the lead of this race. The 102 of Don Parks just up ahead. Let's see how things stack up when we come across the line now. So it's going to be Lansford, Schleiss, Ward, West, Kraus, Sturgill, Williamson, Burgess, Isaacson, and Bennett as your top 10. Gary Waterworth and Zach Floyd are OUT out of the race. Or at least Waterworth is out. Zach Floyd is still in the pits, but I think he might be out. Gonna have Perkins and Parks in 13th and 14th. And it's Bell, Rice. In fact, no, they're gonna be 11th and 12th. It's gonna be Rice, Bell, Massio, Pentecost, Fernandez, Champo, Pizzakemi, and Chambliss all laps down. We have 20 cars on track, 10 on the lead lap. Sorry, 12 on the lead lap. 8 who are not. Gonna be an interesting end of the race here. Logan Lansford with 12 lap old tyres, 10 laps older than everyone else in the field. Let's see how he can react to the start here. The pace car makes his way to the pits. We are off and racing now. Logan Lansford taking the early advantage. But here comes Schleiss and Ward, 3 wide for the lead. Clayton Ward on the very inside. And they're both going to take the advantage. Logan slotting back into 3rd. Here comes Gerald West and the 90 of Michael Sturgill as well. Looks like Clayton Ward's going to take the huge lead. Coming out of turn 4. Schleiss stuck in P2 now. White flag, last lap, last chance to win it or wear it for Clayton Ward. Schleiss still right on his tail though, experimenting with some alternate dimensions, trying to get a little bit of an advantage. Oh, as we see the 60 of Kyle Kraus going around. I'd love to go have a look at what's going on with Kyle Kraus's car, but we can't. As Matt Burgess is trying to battle his way up into the 4th position with Michael Sturgill. Coming to the checkered flag, it's going to be the 44 car of Clayton Ward. Ashton Schleiss in P2, Gerald West in 3rd. Matt Burgess does hold on for P4 in the 12 car. Sturgill in 5th, Logan Lansford P6, Corey Williamson 7th. Brandon Bennett is going to finish 8th. Frank Isaacson with a P9 there. Well done. Andrew Perkins in 10th. Don Parks in 11th. And Kyle Kraus. An unfortunate 12th position there. I'm pretty sure this might be Clayton Ward's first win with the Output Racing League as well. And here come the burnouts. Alright guys, that is actually going to end off the broadcast here. We got no interviews. Of course, this is a delayed telecast, which means that some people aren't available for interviews. We got no one lined up. So thank you all for coming out. It was an amazing race here for the Output Racing League 160 from the Michigan Speedway. If you're watching this back on the YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next week when we go and tackle the first road course of the season at the Sonoma Raceway. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Until then, stay safe out there and ciao for now.